Hello grade 9 students, this is part 2 power lesson on solving radical equations. Okay, let us first have a warm up. Simplify each expression. Assume all variables are positive. Number 1, what's your answer? This is on operation of radicals. For number 1, adding radicals. So, how do we add radicals? They must be similar. So, they're not similar, make them similar. So, dito, factor mo yung 27, 9 times 3. Square root of 9 is 3, so multiply mo sa 2, 6 square root of 3x plus 3, dito naman 4 times 3, so yung square root of 4, 2 times 3, 6 square root of 3x, so pareho na sila. They are now similar. 3x, which is yung radicand, and dito 6 plus 6, 12, I think 12 square root of 3x. How about number 2? Square root of 72y to the 5th power. Okay, ano lang to, simplify. 36 times 2, y to the 4th y. Yun yung ano yan. So the answer is 6y squared, square root of 2y. Ito naman, cube root of x plus 2 cube, x plus 2 is the answer. You can immediately cancel index and exponent 3. So x plus 2. Dito, what's your answer? 2 times square root of 48y. 4 square root of 6y. Kasi ano, 48 times 2, 48 times 2, 96. Factor mo yung 96, 16 times 6. So, kaya naging 4 square root of 6y. Write each expression in radical form for number 5. Very easy. Square root of x plus 6. How about number 6? Fifth root of 3y plus 4 to the 3rd power. Or fifth root of the quantity 3y plus 4 cube. So our lesson for today is solve radical equations, inequalities, but we will focus more on radical equations. There is a separate lesson for radical inequalities. Alright. So vocabulary, radical equation. It contains a variable within a radical. Recall that you can solve quadratic equations by taking the square root of both sides. Diba? Sa quadratic equations, x squared equals 4. So for x, you can get the square root of both sides. So similarly, okay, that's an example of radical equation. So similarly, radical equations can be solved by raising both sides to a power. Okay, these are the steps in solving radical equations. First, isolate the radical. Most probably sa left side of the equation. So if we have here cube root of x minus 2 equals 0, transpose natin yung negative 2 to the right side. So by that, you isolated the radical. Cube root of x equals 2. Then next, since the index is 3, we're going to get the rate both sides of the equation to the power equal to the index of the radical. So the index is 3, we're going to raise both sides of the equation to 3. So pag square root, raise square both sides lang. If fourth root naman, you raise each both sides to 4. So, and then simplify and solve. So, for cube root of x, it's x. Diba? This is the one low radical. Nth root of a raised to n is a. So, cube root of x cube is x. Or simply, we just cancel 3. So, x. Then, 2 cube is 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. So, remember, for a square root, the index of the radical is 2. Square root of x plus 1 is equal to, yes, square root of x plus 1. But we do not write 2 anymore when the index is 2. Okay, sample 1a. Solving equations containing one radical. Okay, let's solve 5 plus square root of x plus 1 equals 16. First step, subtract 5 or transpose 5. 16 minus 5 is 11. Then from here, square root of x plus 1 equals 11. Square both sides. What is the square root of x plus 1? Cancel 2 in the index 2. So x plus 1 equals 121. Then transpose 1. 121 minus 1 is 120. So this is now the answer. Then let's check. Substitute 120 by, yung x by 120. 120 plus 1 is 120. Okay, 120 plus 1 is 121. Square root of 121 is 11 plus 5, 16 equals 16. Correct. So therefore, 120 is the solution to to the equation 5 plus square root of x plus 1 equals 16. Next, solve the equation 4 plus square root of x minus 1 equals 5. First, transpose natin yung 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. So the new equation is square root of x minus 1 equals 1. Then from that, square both sides of the equation. Square root of x minus 1 squared is x minus 1. 1 squared is 1. So this is now our new equation, x minus 1 equals 1. Add both sides by 1. So the answer is 2. Or transpose negative 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Substitute x by 2 in the original equation for checking. 2 minus 1 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 equals 5, correct. So 2 is the solution to the rational equation, radical equation. 4 plus square root of x minus 1 equals 5. Next, 6 times the square root of x plus 10 equals 42. Okay, first we divide both sides by 6. 42 divided by 6 is 7. Then you square both sides. Cancel na dyan. Square root of x plus 10 squared is x plus 10 equals 49. 7 squared is 49. 42 divided by 6 is 7. Then from here, you subtract 49 minus 10 is 39. That is now the answer to the given radical equation. Substitute x by 39. 39 plus 10 is 49. 6 times 7 is 42. Correct. 42 equals 42. Yes, 39 plus 10, 49. Square root of 49 is 7. So 6 times 7 is 42. Next, how about here? Square root of 7x plus 2 equals 3 times square root of 3x minus 2. So the equation contains two radicals. So how will we do it? First step, square both sides of the equation. So if you square root of 7x plus 2 is equal to 7x plus 2. Ganon din dito, square mo yung 3x minus 2. Square root of 3x minus 2 square is 3x minus 2 times the square of 3, 9. So yun, 7x plus 2 equals 9 times 3x minus 2. Yung 3 square mo. Then distributive property, 10 times 3x, 27x minus 18. Then transpose 7x minus 27x, or 27x minus 7x, 20x. 2 plus 18, 20. Divide both sides by 20, the answer is 1. Then you substitute 7 plus 2, 9, 3. 3 minus 2, 1. 1 times 3, tama. So, tama yan. 7 plus here. 7 plus 2 is 9, so 3. Square root of 9 is 3. Ito naman, 3 minus 2 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1 times 3, 3. 3 equals 3. Another example 2a. Solve each equation. Square root of 8x plus 6 equals 3 square root of x. Okay, first step, square both sides of the equation. So that's equal to 8x plus 6 equals 9x. 8x minus 9x, or 9x minus 8x is x equals 6. So yan ang answer. Nasolve na natin. X is equal to 6. Let's check. Substitute x by 6 in the original equation. 48. Yes, 48 plus 6 is what? 56. Ay, sorry. Ano, 48 plus 6. Yan. 54. So, square root of 54 is equal to square root of 54, or 3 square root of 6 equals 3 square root of 6. Another, cube root of x plus 6 equals 2 times the cube root of x minus 1. So, since 3 yung index, we're going to get the cube root, the cube of both sides. So, the cube root of x plus 6 cube is x plus 6. Then, the cube root of x minus 1 is x minus 1. But the cube of 2 is 8. 2 times 2 times 2. So, distributive property, 8x minus 8 equals x plus 6. Tapos, 8x minus x, 7x, 6 plus 8, 14. 7x equals 14. Divide both sides by 7, so 2. X equals 2. Let's check. Substitute. X equals 2 in the original equation. 8, cube root of 8 is 2. 2 times the cube root of 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Correct. So the answer is 2. Correct. Okay, next, solve the equation cube root of 3x minus 4 equals 2. First step, we'll get the cube. We're going to cube both sides. Cube root of 3x minus 4 cube is 3x minus 4 equals 8. 8 plus 4 is 12 divided by 3, 4. Oh, yun na yung answer. Substitute x by 4. Okay, 12 minus 4 is 8. Cube root of 8 is 2. 2 equals 2, correct? Therefore, 4 is the solution to the radical equation. Next, 7 times the cube root of 5x minus 7 equals 84. I think we should divide both sides by 7 first. So that it becomes cube root of 5x minus 7 equals 12. What's next? Wait. Anong unit pala dyan? Excuse me. So from the cube root of 5x minus 7 equals 12, let's simplify. Let us get the cube of both sides. So that it should be equal to cube root of 5x minus 7 cube is 5x minus 7. 12 times 12 times 12 is 1728. Excuse me. Yan. So from this equation, 5x minus 7 equals 1728. Add both sides by, okay, just transpose negative 7, so plus 7 tayo dito. 728 plus 7 is 1735. Divide both sides by 5, 347. That's now the answer. 4x 347. Then substitute. We're checking. 5 times 347 minus 7 is 1728. Cube root of 1728 times 7 is 84. 84 equals 84. So raising each side of an equation to an even power may introduce extraneous solutions. Helpful hint: you can use the intersect feature in a graphing calculator to find the point where the two curves intersect. Okay, solving equations with extraneous roots. Square root of negative 3x plus 33 equals 5 minus x. First step. Okay, using method 1, let us use a graphing calculator. Let y1 equals negative 3x plus 33 and y2 equals 5 minus x. Yan. So as you can see, the graphs intersect in only one point. So there is exactly one solution. Solution is x equal to negative 1. Okay? Yun lang yung solution based on the graph. So method 2, let's try to use algebra to solve for x. Okay, square root of negative 3x plus 33 equals 5 minus x. First step, we're going to square both sides. So that this will become negative 3x plus 33. To square mo yung binomial, 25 minus 10x plus x squared. Negative 3x plus 33 equals 25 minus 10x plus x squared. Tapos, write in standard form. X squared dito, negative 10x plus 3x, negative 7x. 25 minus 33, negative 8. Then by factoring, this is a quadratic equation. X minus 8, x plus 1. Zero product. Let's solve for x. X minus 8 equals 0, x plus 1 equals 0. Therefore, x equals 8, x equals negative 1. So we have solved two solutions for the given radical equation. So let's do checking. Use substitution to check for the extraneous roots. For negative 8, let's substitute. Okay, square root of negative 24 plus 33, 3. Kasi 9. 5 minus 8, negative 3. Is 3 equal to negative 3, no? So negative 8 is not the answer. Yes, kasi positive 9. Square root of 9 is 3. Ito naman negative 3. Pero dito, if you use negative 1, negative 3 times negative 1 is 3 plus 33. 36. Square root of 36, 6. 5 minus negative 1, 6. So therefore, the only solution is x equals negative 1. Because x equals 8 is what we call the extraneous solution or extraneous root. Kasali siya sa solution, but it's not the real solution to the equation. So nangyayari ito when we are dealing with radical equations. Okay, kahit dalawa na solve mong x, yung isa lang ang the real solution, the only solution. Next, solve each equation. Square root of 2x plus 14 equals x plus 3. Okay, using a graphing calculator, let y sub 1 equals 2x plus 14, square root of 2x plus 13, and y sub 2, x plus 3. So the graph intersect in only one point. So there is exactly one solution. X equals 1. Okay, x equals 1. Now using method 2, let's use algebra to solve for x. First step, square both sides of the equation. Ito, mag-cancel yung 2. So 2x plus 14 equals x squared plus 6x plus 9. Then let's simplify, write in standard form. X squared plus 6x minus 2x, 4x. 9 minus 14, negative 5. So x squared plus 4x minus 5 equals 0 is the new equation, which is a quadratic equation. And let's do factoring. X plus 5, x minus 1. The factors of negative 5 whose sum is 4. Then by zero product property, x plus 5 equals 0, x minus 1 equals 0. Solving for x. X equals negative 5, x equals 1. So which one is the real? Okay, there are two solutions for the radical equation, but which one is them? Which one of them is the real solution, and which one is the extraneous root? So let's check. Using negative 5, negative 10 plus 14 is 4. So square root of 4 is 2. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. So still equal negative 2? No. So therefore, negative 5 is an extraneous solution. But if we use 1, 2 plus 14, 16. Square root of 16, 4. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 equals 4. So the only solution is x equals 1. Because x equals negative 5 is extraneous. Alright. Meron pa. Example 3b. Solve each equation. Square root of negative 9x plus 28 equals negative x plus 4. Okay, using the graphing calculator, the graphs intersects in 2 points. So there are two solutions. X equals negative 4 and x equals 3. So dalawa ang kanyang solution using a graphing calculator. So using method 2, using algebra, dalawa rin ang solution natin. Let's see. First, let us square both sides. Ito, nagiging negative 9x plus 28. Ito naman, x squared minus 8x plus 16. Diba? Then, simplify. Write in standard form. X squared, negative 8x plus 9x, positive 8x. 16 minus 28, minus 12. Yun. So, x squared plus x minus 12 equals 0. Then, by factoring, here, what are the factors of negative 12 whose sum is 1? 4 and negative 3, diba? 4 plus times negative 3 is negative 12. 4 plus negative 3 is 1. So, by zero product property, x plus 4 equals 0, x minus 3 equals 0. Then solving for x equals negative 4 or x equals 3. So, negative 4 and negative 3, sorry, negative 4 and 3 are the solution. Let's check. Use substitution to check for extraneous solutions. For negative 4, 36 plus 28, 64, so 8. Negative times negative 4 is positive 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. If we use 3, negative 27 plus 28, 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Negative 3 plus 4 is 1. So, tama, there are two solutions. Positive 3 and negative 4 are the solutions to the given equation. So always remember, to find the power, multiply the exponents. Example, x plus 12 raised to 1 half squared means we're going to multiply 1 half by 2, which is 1. So the answer is x plus 12. That's what we call power to a power law, right? In our previous lesson, the laws of exponent. So solve each equation. 5x plus 7 raised to 1/3 equals 3. So this is just similar to the radical equation. Cube root of 5x plus 7 equals 3. So what are we going to do? Yes, write in radical form. Cube root of 5x plus 7 equals 3. Then cube both sides. Okay, cube root of 5x plus 7 cube is 5x plus 7. 3 cube is 27. Then from here we can now simplify. 27 minus 7 is 20. X is equal to 4 divided both sides by 5. X equals 4. So So this is now the answer, 4. So, yeah, 4. Okay, you do the checking. 4a, 20 plus 7, 27 raised to 1/3, meaning cube root of 27 is 4. Correct, 3. I mean, cube root of 27 is 3, so 3 equals 3 from the original equation. Next, 2x equals quantity 4x plus 8 raised to 1 up. Let's solve for x. Raise both sides to the reciprocal power. Yes, the reciprocal of 1 up is 2, so raise both sides by 2. Or this can be comparable to square root of 4x plus 8. No? So let us now simplify. 4x squared equals 4x plus 8. Then write in standard form, 4x squared minus 4x minus 8, or x common factor out. 4 times quantity x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. Or let's try to factor 4 times the quantity x minus 2 times the quantity x plus 1 equals 0. Solve for x. 4 is not equal to 0, that will not be included. X equals 2, x equals negative 1 are the solution. And let us check which is the extraneous solution. Is it 2 or negative 1, or are they both solution to the equation? So for 2, correct. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8 plus 8, 16. 16 raised to 1 up is 4. Pag negative 1 naman, negative 2 times negative 1, negative 2. Negative 4 plus 8, 4. Square root of 4 is 2. But 2 is not equal to negative 2. So only 2 is the solution. X equals 2. Yung negative 1, that's what we call the extraneous solution. Next, quantity x plus 5 raised to 1/3 equals 3. Cube root of x plus 5 equals 3. Then, next step, cube both sides. Cube root of x plus 5 cube is equal to 3 cube. Then x plus 5 equals 27. 3 cube is 27. Then 27 minus 5 is 22. No. So the answer is 22. Right, substitute to check. Okay, the checking is for you to solve or to do. Next. wait, don't. 2x plus 15 raised to 1 up equals x. And then for step 1, we're going to yes, step 1, let's solve for x by raising both powers, both sides of the reciprocal of the power, which is 2. This is comparable to square root of 2x plus 15, okay? later anak. So we have 2x plus 15 equals x squared, then it will become a quadratic equation. X squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. Then what are the factors of negative 15 whose sum is negative 2, negative 5, and 3? So the solutions are 5 and negative 3. Okay, let's use substitution to check for extraneous solutions. For 5, correct. 10 plus 15 is 25, raised to 1 up is 5. For negative 3, negative 6 plus 15 is what? 11. 9, sorry. 9 raised to 1 up is 3, but it's not equal to negative 3. So only 5 is the solution. X equals 5. Okay, example 4c. 3 times quantity x plus 6 raised to 1 up is equal to 9. First, let us raise both sides to the reciprocal power, which is 2. So 3 squared is 9 times x plus 6. Quantity x plus 6 equals 81. Divide both sides by 9. Or, okay, let us try to distribute 9. 9x plus 54 equals 81. Then let us try to simplify. 9x equals 27. 9x equals 27. 27 divided by 9 is 3. So that is now the solution. So for your lesson, quiz part 1, solve each equation or inequality. So since we did not discuss about inequality, so you answer only 1 to 4. So these are the answers, and the solutions are left to be done by you. Alright, you can screenshot on this part. Apply the different steps in solving radical equations. Okay. Meron pa dito. For lesson quiz part 2. The radius r in feet of a spherical water tank can be determined by using the formula r equals the cube root of 3b over 4 pi, where v is the volume of the tank in cubic feet. To the nearest cubic foot, what is the volume of the spherical tank with a radius of 32 feet? Okay, this is the answer, 137,258 cubic feet, and the solution is left for you to be done. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye. Okay, we still have part 3 of our lesson on solving radical equations. Goodbye.